that walks through Romans chapter 6, 7, and 8. And as we preach through it, I trust that the Lord will bless you in the area of freedom in Christ. But this particular message is one that I had planned actually to be shown last week while we were out of town. Lord had other plans, and that didn't work out, which is okay. And that leads into a quick prayer request for me personally. A year, maybe 2 years ago, I struggled with a bone spur on my left heel that greatly impeded my ability to stand and to walk in a normal manner. And that finally subsided over a lot of treatment and other things and stretching exercises and yelling and other things. No, not really. Yelling didn't help at all. But in any way, one of the things the orthopedist told me is you shouldn't walk barefoot. It's not good for your feet, and especially if you struggle in that area. Well, this past week I walked barefoot a lot, as you can imagine, on the beach and other things. And I don't know if it's the sand or what, but just as we were driving home yesterday, my right heel really started hurting, and woke up this morning and can hardly walk. So I'm fearful that I'm going to experience the same issue, just in a different foot this time, which makes it painful to stand for any length of time. So those two things being the case, one, my great desire for you to hear this particular message, and number two, the fact that it hurts me to stand up for any length of time. I just thought that I would go ahead and have you listen to this message, and it ties in so beautifully with what we've been talking about in Romans. By the way, I've not forgotten. There are still a few points to the message that we were working through 2 weeks ago that we will pick up again, but know that I've not forgotten. But this morning, I wanted to show this to you. Do we have the screen turned on? Jillian, can you turn the projector on? So the title of this message is called Struggling Sinner or Righteous Reigning. You may or may not recognize the gentleman who's going to preach to us this morning. He's been with us in our church, and his name is Brother John VanGelderen. He's a traveling evangelist. The Lord has used him greatly. The name of his ministry, if you're curious, is Revival Focus Ministries. And I can give you more information about that. We have some of his resources as well in the library, and I have many more at my home if you're interested in those things. But anyway, I trust that as you listen to the truths that he's going to share this morning, many of which are based in Romans chapters 5, 6, and 7, that the Lord would use this to build a foundation for our series as we go through these topics and these passages, because they're very, very important. So give me just a minute.